I'm making it live stream on YouTube. I believe everybody okay with that. Can you hear me, everyone? Oleg, can you hear me? Wonderful. Wonderful. Michael? Christosmus? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very well. I think I have a topic for us to discuss today.
Please do. Is it about Chicago?
No, it's about the blue light we left from the previous.
Previous.
Yes.
You want to see the blue light, or you want to talk about blue light?
No, I want to talk about meditation and how the experience is irrelevant from your meditative state. You can see blue light, or you can watch the traffic light and still be meditative. Would you like to talk about this?
And
the meditative
else?
State and the experience. I think it's two different things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so any other thing you like to add to it, or I should start?
I don't understand the question.
No, you're saying what is the difference if you can just watch a blue light on the traffic light, or you can watch a blue light in a meditation? Is that you're asking?
No. I'm saying that you can be meditative even if you look at the traffic light, or even if you're watching lights inside you. It's irrelevant on your meditation.
Totally irrelevant, because remember, when you are meditating, sometimes light is a matter of a projection. Okay, so this is again a matter of a mind. It's nothing to do with your Atma, nothing to do with your real that it is. It is matter that your mind have perceived an identity. Then you are meditating sometime, you have seen so many red lights, traffic warden, and who's in crossway all the time giving signal to the car to pass through it. And if he tried to meditate and focusing on blue light, it will be very difficult for him. It will be much easier for him to focus on the red light. He may get much more easily to be seen the red light. Similarly, if you are meditating on the traffic light or blue light inside you, both are irrelevant. In my personal experience, both are irrelevant. They are just a guidance, can become a vehicle for you. May become a vehicle to create a little bit of calmness in your mind, to bring your mind down to a low frequency where your mind is not having a massive fluctuation. That is only benefit on object-based meditation. Like even it is some deity, some color, some mantra, anything to do with objectified external glorification or projection, that object either internally projected or externally projected. I'm not saying the looking outside beautiful Buddha or some other being can be very helpful? No, really. It is just only a momentary pleasure, momentary relief that your mind may enter into the state of non-judgment. Your mind may become to a very less erratic or completely having a massive fluctuation of thoughts. But there comes a point that it also becomes irrelevant. So you're meditating on the traffic light or blue light inside you while you are meditating makes no difference, including even the beautiful, most peaceful, amazing looking Buddha that you might be meditating on, it is again totally irrelevant. So when you're practicing and during the practice, if you start seeing colors, or start having vivid visuals, it is again a hindrance. It is something either you have seen or something you may like to see or heard or read about it. It is not meditation, in my personal opinion. Because I was talking once to the very beautiful gentleman who was a great healer. I don't know what he's doing right now. I asked him, he was doing some angel work, and I asked him, how did you get message? What language do the angels speak? I was a bit curious. And the person said, I just get a feeling and I make the message out of those feelings. I asked him again, is it your self-projection, your self-interpretation of the feeling that you are getting? He said, no, sometimes angels speak to me. I said, what language? You must be very divine, that you must be speaking the language of God. I would like to understand it. What language is that? He said, no, they speak in English. I say, they speak slang English or very posh English? The person said, they speak very perfect English. I said, they must have been to the Oxford University to have a good education. And the person did not understand where we are going with the conversation. I said, can you stop fooling people? And if I ask the same question to somebody who speaks Spanish, person will say, angels speak only Spanish. And I ask somebody who speaks Arabic, angels speak Arabic language. Is that angels go to every university, or there is multi-language school available for them to speak, to have such a qualification? So sometimes is a very hard to define. Even you ask a Greek person, they say Greek, angels are only speaking Greek language because we are very ancient civilization. We have our authority over them. They only belongs to us. Similarly, you ask somebody from Egypt, they will have same claim on it. And if you go to the Jewish person, if the angels come to that person saying, we are chosen one, we only have our right to it. So everybody claiming, even you go to Hindu, they say angels are ours because we have a very ancient civilization, because we have Sanskrit. So I don't personally get that message. How can the same angel can have so many diverse language, if they will be very confused in India, because there's so many dialects and so many languages itself, they won't be able to qualify within 1 year, especially when the Christianity newly arrived in India, how they are having such a massive qualification in every state language and every dialect. And I must have such a massive, spend all the time in a university learning about languages. Unless the person who is channeling the message, making up his own stories, making up his own mind to suit his needs, so he can feed people's brain who is hungry or greedy. So personally, seeing angels, seeing light, seeing colors is all irrelevant. I see them as a hindrance. I see them as a hurdle in the progress of your self-awareness. Remember, we have one very beautiful word in Sanskrit called astitva, the reality. That it is, which can't be changed, no matter how much you like to project it, how much you like to see it. You will only can project your perception to it. And that is not the fact, that is not the truth. Like right now, in the house where I am, they are very dedicated Buddhist people. Love calmness and quietness, but no awareness at all. Zero awareness, in my definition. They're busy in their own little head, continue. But takes time to observing the karma impact that is happening. Every action you do, what ripple effect it creating in your present circumstances. Till you develop that awareness, your calmness is totally useless. It's total pretense. So that is also happen in a meditation sometime. That can also happen in a spiritual organizations and practices. So there are some people. I know one very dear student of mine, very, very dear, so close to my heart, I have to crack open my heart to see him sometime. He's hiding inside. It's a joke, by the way. He can't get into me. But every time this person meditates or doing any yoga, he feels that he's taking your sickness through his body. I said, that is a bit unheard. Maybe my mind may not be that influenced and developed. That person, you are digitally, like now we are having a conversation, you are watching, you are getting healing. And I can feel your pain. Person claims it, I'm not claiming such as. And he have to run to take all the disease from you and puke. Luckily, he didn't ever mention that to me. I would say that, did I make you feel sick even looking at me digitally? It's not the disease you have taken. So sometime, so no, I had such a massive extra out of this universe experience. I traveled to a completely different place. So that transition of etheric journey created a little sickness. I see you got travel sick because you were traveling against the speed of light. I get sick when I fly in a plane, never mind. You must be only getting a little bit sickness, speed of light, you know. So I heard somebody was probably he's influenced by the movies. And then I was in the plane recently. Somebody was watching a movie saying that you have to feel sick when you're traveling, especially when you're going to the extra universe. So there are lots of fantasies, Christopher. People are created by their own fantasies. The mind is ruled by their fantasy. Even meditation is sometimes a fantasy. They don't really meditate. They want to have something that can literally make you experience that you are extraordinary. The fact is, there is nothing such thing that is anything extraordinary, different between amongst anyone. The truth is, there is no difference. The projection of your mind may be the difference to it. I think I also mentioned last week, my awareness might be different, but the truth, my Atma that you talk about, or your energy, the vibration that you talk about, you take a golden pot, clay pot, copper pot, silver pot, inside the space in all of them is pretty much the same. How they label it, you will say, is a golden space, copper space, clay pot space. You may value it based on what the pot is valued to you, not the what space is valued to you. Because when you break the pot, space becomes one with the same as outer space. Amongst the space is the same. But you are not paying attention to the space. One person's relationship is how the space is being decorated. And that is the truth. Sometimes it is hard to swallow. Reason we practice meditation is not to become extraordinary. Reason one should practice meditation so you don't have control of your senses over you. So you don't have the fear. Every person, if you look at it, when become spiritual, is based on some fear or insecurity. Or once you are spiritual, not because of the fear. If your emotions are ruled by the fear, you can never be close to the truth. You are always fighting to prevent the fear. Accept it. You can transform the fear. The suffering, the pain, all those things, that's where you are meditating for. Not to be affected when your senses come in interaction. How one do that? Blue light can't help you. I can assure you, my friend. Neither the traffic light can help you. When you can drop the blue light, you create a possibility to connect with your nakedness of your own mind. As long as your mind is decorated, you are going to have a problem. You can decorate the mind with anything you like. It's still decorated. Is that makes sense to you, Christosmos?
Yes, absolutely.
Is there any other question you may like to ask? Or I can continue the question I have.
I have a fast question.
Go ahead.
Is it normal to feel some dizziness when your energies rise to your head?
It is nothing. People say when I feel dizzy, when I'm meditating or feeling nausea, I had such a massive transformation or download. The new word nowadays people use. I had such a massive download of energy. It is not a download of energy. In truth, it is some disease or energetic block in your body that have been cleared up. So stop decorating it in a way that it is such an extraordinary, I become closer to divine, or maybe I become a lot more enlightened. No, it's all to fool people, to buy into some fake, dramatic, I would call it knowledge, But when you're feeling dizzy, through any practices, no matter what it is, or if you're feeling little vomiting, little bit sick, it is a transformation of your own emotions or energy that was holding you back. You have just gone over the one hurdle. Nothing spiritual about it. It is a cleansing process of your own psyche, cleansing process of your own mind. I've seen some of my students who teaches nowadays, when they are practicing, they feel a little bit sick, they may throw up. They say, I had a massive download and I feel a lot more lighter in my body. It's nothing download about it. You have not got any message from God. God is not busy waiting for you when you are going to dial his number or her number to download the information into you. No. The fact is, you were able to clear up all the junk that your mind may have accumulated, or your subtle body may be holding it back. Your karmic cleanse, not download. So don't sell it as anything holy about it. So when you're feeling dizzy, when you're meditating, Christosmos, my friend, it is just an adjustment to a new experience of your electromagnetic field, or cleanse or the clearing of some blockage of energy within your own body. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. Yes, thank you.
So when you feel sick, or when you feel a little dizzy, nothing any extraordinary or spiritual in definition of it. I can decorate it for you if it suits your mind, but in the...
Well, I'm asking to know if I have to go to the doctor.
No, you don't have to go to a doctor. Keep meditating. As long as you don't selling to people, then you have to go see a psychiatrist for sure.
That's true.
If you start selling people that I'm meditating, I'm feeling a little dizzy, I'm having a dance, and I feel really, really pukey, I have to go throw up because I got a new download of energy, and I have to literally, it make me sick after meditation. You must go consult some psychologist. You need some mental help. And nothing spiritual about it. That's the truth.
Yes,
But
I know. It's the experience. It has nothing to do with my meditation.
No.
Just
I'm just,
experience.
I know somebody also asked me the same question 2 days ago.
Oh.
So I'm just making the clearance of it. If you feeling dizzy in meditation, if you are feeling dizzy and how long the dizziness is take, that is also part of it. If your dizziness stay for a long period of time and you are putting so much effort in your midbrain or in your ears or your third eye, that may create a little lightheadedness in your head or overstrain of your eyes. But after some time, once you finish meditation, take a head to the ground. Within few minutes, it will balance the blood circulation, and that will help. Is that helpful?
Yes, very helpful.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I have a one more question I like to pick up on. Is how not to let ugly situations mess you up. How not to let ugly situations mess you up. There are in that question several things that one need to look at it. Are you judging the person who created the situation? How you qualify the situation is ugly? It might be a self-judgment. Maybe situation may not be ugly. Maybe judgment is ugly. If in normal circumstances, if ugly situation is ugly as one person's mind is ugly. Do you understand? Situations are ugly as person's mind is ugly. So in my advice will be, do a bit more meditation. See your own ugliness. And when you can become in peace with your self-ugliness and accept it, rather than projecting the ugliness on other people, you don't need to handle the ugliness, because you need to work not to have ugliness. Situations can never be ugly. How you process, how you perceive the situation, that defines ugliness. The perception is matter of the mind. One person's ability to create a perception about the situation. So my advice is very simple. Don't handle it. Accept it. But I can't accept a situation is so ugly, it's making me sick. Then work with yourself. Work with yourself the way your mind, your energy is more transparent. And in transparency is no ugliness, just becomes a reflection. People say, it is maybe I am not the ugly. I am just a mirror. A same thing other person can say. I'm just mirroring. The two people are mirroring each other and both claiming that you are ugly and you are ugly. So both people are ugly. Somebody has to take responsibility to remove that situation, that there is no such thing that is called ugly. Is desire of senses to liking the answer, the benefit that satisfies or pleases the one person's sense, that is ugliness. My senses or person's senses are having an expectation or expecting an answer in a way that pleases that person's senses, or no matter it is either direct or indirect interaction of senses, that defines it, how ugly the situation will be. Even the person is not ugly at all. Beautifully, you love the person to the bits and so much in love with it. But that same lovable person can create some situations are so ugly because your senses does not agree to it. Does that make sense? So when your senses are in a state of equanimity, when your senses are in a state of peace with itself, in a no judgment situation or no expectation situation, you have absolutely no ugly situations at all. So ugliness disappears. Ugliness is only in one person's desire, how you perceiving the situation through your senses, if your senses are accepting or not accepting, or liking or not liking. In every situation one person is, you are directly, indirectly have contributed to it. There are some exceptions to it. There are many exceptions to it. For example, somebody in a very brutal relationship, and the relationship becomes so ugly. A situation is so ugly that you can't leave. Either your senses are attached to it, or your senses want to keep attached to it, or insecurity to it. Again, matter of senses. When your senses are transparent, when senses are clear relationship, you can have no ugliness within you, and there is no ugly situations at all. I hope that helps. I can guarantee you, start meditating with no projection. If you are chasing the beauty while you are meditating, you are bound to fail. I can assure you. There is one more question I have. When I meditate, I get a surge of very strong energy in my body, and I feel like my whole body is shaking as if I'm about to take off. And afterward, it feels like I just had an orgasm. My friend, meditation is the best orgasm one can ever have. But shaking can be over exaggeration. So when you are meditating or doing some spiritual work, and you are going into the unexpected, involuntary, with no control to it, and your body starts shaking, it's almost like having epileptic fit, or almost like a seizure. It is sometimes is a weakness of a nervous system. Your nervous system is not, there's two ways possibilities. One, either you have seen other people doing it and it looks fun, it looks something different. You want to do it, you start doing it because other people's doing it despite not understanding why they are doing it. Second, you are looking for a bit more praise from your teacher or other people nearby looking for attention. They start doing it, everybody will pay immediately attention to you. If everybody's sitting quietly meditating, nobody cares what you're experiencing. But moment you make something extra different appearance, everybody will be curious. What did you experience? It gives you a little hierarchy system. It gives you little upper hand to talk to them about your experience. They will be coming along. What did you experience? What was that beautiful static dance that you are happening inside? Is the some angels are dancing inside your head or in your body. You can make up any story you like. Third issue, it can be when your channels are blocked. When your channels are blocked, and when you're meditating, the energy is rising, and your body is not able to handle it. That can also create some involuntary movement in your body, or your nervous system is very, very tired. That time also can happen some movements in your body. But again, that is a same person having that movement of having really Kundalini awakening experience. All you need to do, take a needle, the safety pin needle, poke it in the body, immediately Kundalini disappears. All the drama goes away. It's the truth. And why so much drama? Simply meditate. I don't ever had that epileptic fit kind of experience in my life. Maybe I'm missing. So if you ever feel encounter, get somebody else. If you are having it, hire somebody. Tell them, whenever this experience happens, poke me the needle and see if it's continue. If it's real, it will continue. If it's fake, made up, will disappear no time. You will be more concerned about the needle being poked into you. So, my friend, whoever asked this question about me having, the person who is asking that I'm having a involuntary movement, I don't know what causes it. Stop reading too many fantasies about meditation. Fantasy stories. Or stop projecting like other people doing it. You want to happen it to you as well. And in relation, after meditation, maybe you're just simply having an orgasm to the meditation, and that orgasm is a very beautiful one. Just simply meditate, just to have that very beautiful orgasm to the meditation. One day it may lead to transcend all of your lustful energy into a lovely energy, in more loving and compassionate energy. So on that note, I believe that is enough for today. We meet next week, and pranam. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Christosmos. Thank you, Oleg. Thank you, Michael, Katrina. And thank you, everybody on YouTube. If you have any questions, please do share it. And if you like it, share the Sangha. If you don't like it, send back me the comment. We can still have conversation about it.